What if it's just like a very wet, damp noise? It's like the sound of like a wet T-shirt being dropped on the ground. Oh, am I supposed to do that?
Okay, so we're just going to pick one random thing we find on the internet. We're going to start talking about it, okay?
Okay.
But first and foremost, welcome back, guys.
Hey,
I
everybody.
slightly stuttered there, but that's all right. Welcome back to the podcast. This is the 5 Years Late podcast. We're kind of, we're on a roll.
We're running a little late, to be honest with you. We're
No.
running on CP time right now.
I feel like we've been on a roll, like with the whole podcast. Like we've been putting clips up. We've been on the IGs.
Yeah, I haven't said a slur in like 5 episodes.
That's good, but we haven't put anything on the TikTok?
That's true. Well, because we could talk about that after. The point is, my name's Jonathan.
I'm Brandon.
We are 5 years late. Thank you for tuning in this week. Brandon, tell me what we're going to talk about.
There's a lot.
Let's tackle these fucking topics.
Let's
go.
So I was told that we do this thing where we talk over each other.
Absolutely.
While the other one's talking. So like, let's say you're finishing up your sentence, and then right at the point where I'm like about to end it, you just hop on and start talking about something else.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just maybe let's try not to do that this time.
No.
Let's try our best.
No, because that's part of the
Yeah,
charm.
so like I was saying earlier.
See, people love
did it right now.
People fucking love
Do you guys like that shit? Like I know all you fans out there, you guys got a lot of opinions about things. So post some things on the comments on the YouTube channel.
You guys write a lot of manifestos.
We'll be checking it out. And yeah, so let's figure out something to talk about.
See those topics.
I got a lot of topics right here, a lot of things on the interwebs. And we're just gonna go crazy today. Let's talk about COVID-19. Nobody really has been talking about that, right?
Folks, you heard of this COVID-19? Let's see what else. I think a good bit would we just like read the newspaper. I think that could be a good bit for the show.
Who's Steve Ballmer?
Your mother. What's the next topic? Nathan says that.
That's not Nathan. You
idiot.
Idiot.
I'm so racist. Fuck. What's your name again? Jamie.
He said racist?
Yeah.
They're not even the same race. I'm gonna be on my phone this whole podcast.
We're all the human race.
Let's go on Reddit.
Reddit?
Let's just hope nothing nasty pops up on my Reddit.
I feel like Reddit. What is Reddit? Like, I've tried using it and I don't know how to fucking navigate it.
I mean, basically, what Reddit is you just like name something you like. It's basically a bunch of like. It's kind of like how Tumblr has like their like fandoms, but it's about everything.
Okay.
For literally,
I don't know why I said backpacks. I do genuinely like backpacks.
There's probably a backpack subreddit where like people are fans of backpacks and they post things about backpacks, and there's subreddits on everything, and then you get rankings and level based on how much you post and how much you interact in the subreddit, and you kind of get like a level in there. So like you get special like titles and things like that, and people know like, oh, this is a legitimate backpacker right here. He knows a lot about backpacks. That's kind of like how Reddit works, and there's like a lot of different things going on Reddit. Let's see something. This is gonna be very All
right, we're off to a great start, everybody.
Yeah, this is a great. We have absolutely nothing to talk about this.
No, we do. We went on our phones instead of just like because we do that a lot. To be honest with you, like we try to have some semblance of like structure and order. In terms of like what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at you guys.
A lot of times we don't do that. We like neglect to do that because we're both very busy, and so we end up just freeballing it, and we're like, all right, record, think of something. And for whatever reason, today we're like, oh, no, we can't do that. We're going to look on Twitter and look on Reddit.
We were completely just not doing
I also don't know why I'm holding the mic like this. For those only listening to the audio, I'm holding the mic with 2 hands.
He's holding the mic like an eager porn star, holding a nice, long, girthy shaft.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
All right. Okay, let's see a topic.
Okay, so topic number 1, puppies. Okay.
What about him? Clifford the big red dog.
How do you feel about that? I didn't watch the trailer.
I think it's fucked up. I would like to kill him.
It doesn't look
It doesn't look good.
I don't know about it. I honestly don't know about it.
I think we should kill Clifford.
I don't know about that.
If I were
How do you leave that
what's
dog?
What's her name? Emily Louise?
Yeah.
I would leave.
Is she even in it? It looks like the main person's a boy.
Well, she gets killed by Clifford.
Well, I think
Clifford stomps her
what
to
they should
death.
do is that they should recast her with a transgender black girl.
I agree.
That's definitely a fucking. That's what's the
Just
like that group. They say that they do that to everything. Oh yeah, so they're recasting everybody. Actually, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about like
What?
last week, but I never got the chance to. And a lot of TV shows and like media, when like white characters are recasted, there's
Mhm.
one type of white character that always gets recasted as a black person.
What is that?
Redheaded Jewish. Did I say Jewish?
I mean, a lot of Jewish people are redheaded, especially like the Sephardic.
The coffee's barely kicking in.
No.
I'm out of it.
No.
Not red-haired Jewish.
I'm gonna step in your defense. A lot of redheaded people are of like Jewish ancestry.
What
There was Sephardic Jews
what am I
from
looking
Spain
for? What is
and
the word I'm
Italy.
looking? Please God.
Ginger, yeah.
Gingers. Is that the wrong word for them?
Ginger?
It sounds bad.
Well, because it used to
You
be like a
fucking
meme.
ginger.
To be
You
like,
see how
yeah,
that
you
sounds?
fucking yeah. But I think it used to be like a neutral term to just describe
a
somebody
ginger.
with red hair and freckles.
I don't know. I feel like the hard R used to be a neutral term too. So let's not really.
No, actually, it never was. It got redefined. It was a weird thing where it like
it was Spanish for a
it's
color,
edible.
like for the color
no,
black.
no. Oh no. Well, Negro is,
Yeah.
but not the other one.
Oh, so now he just broke his
because I'm
he
trying
just
to
broke
no,
his
no, no, no.
record of the
Negro
ra-
is not
of
a
the-
slur. I'm speaking Spanish.
No, you're not speaking Spanish. Say it with an accent.
Does that count as a slur? Yeah, does Negro count as a slur?
Yes, it fucking counts as a slur.
You'd be offended if a white person said it to you.
Yeah, but also so
You know we're trying to be on YouTube
no,
here,
'cause,
and you
okay,
can't just be saying
the
these
question
words.
the question you can't hear the question.
We're trying to be on YouTube here, and you're just gonna straight say like the worst slur.
No. The question.
No.
The question that Jamie
Okay.
here asked was,
This is chaotic.
you know, when I asked
This is a
if it
chaotic
was a
podcast.
slur, Jamie asked, would you be offended if a white person called you that? And I would, but I don't think that necessarily makes it a slur. Because also, if a white person called me like
Big
brother,
boy.
if a white person called me big boy,
Hey there, big boy.
if a white person called me like brother, I'd be like uncomfortable with it.
Well, no. Usually another way of saying hard R is the word boy.
Oh yeah. If a white person
What's-
called me boy,
Come here, boy.
yeah, I would. Ooh. I think that would actually. I would have a worse reaction to being called boy than if you just called me the N word.
because it's
with
like
a hard R.
it's like they know they could say the hard R one, but then they're choosing.
Well, it's a more antiquated type of racism, because like people still use the N word with a hard R. Boy is like that's like Dixie shit.
I think I saw there was a basketball game I think last year where somebody was calling LeBron boy, like he was
I'm sure.
he was a courtside white dude.
I
He's
cannot.
like, come on,
imagine-
boy, get that shot, boy.
I can't imagine LeBron can go more than like 2 games without being called the N word. And then there was that weird. What was the weird shit Mark Cuban said? Mark Cuban said some shit about how he's like genetically, like he was comparing him to some like other white player, and he was saying that like
he was
LeBron is like
comparing LeBron.
yeah, he was comparing LeBron to a younger white player who's probably gonna be like a star in the future, and he was saying that LeBron just genetically is like genetically disposed to being like athletic as opposed to this white guy. The white guy is also like a giant fucking dude, but just in his mind, the fucking black guy is just like, black people have like extra bones or some shit.
I mean, they're stronger, they're faster.
We have powers.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, say it. I
No.
want to know.
No,
we
I
can
don't-
cut it. Honestly,
I don't know if I want to say this on the podcast.
I think you should.
I'll tell you later.
I
and
will
then-
defend you.
and then we will talk about it. If you guys feel like I should talk about it, we'll talk about it on the next podcast.
Because I genuinely.
If you remember to remind me, I will tell you.
Okay. I know it sounds it sounds like you're gonna be like, yeah, I've heard that black people don't feel pain.
No,
it's
no,
probably
no.
something
It's
very
nothing like that.
like,
I
mild.
genuinely feel like, and this is not based off science or anything that I've read. It's just like it was kind of based off science, but it's like my own like theory, and I thought of it when I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna tell you what like 14-year-old Brandon thought. Okay.
Go ahead.
So please,
I'm so excited.
please, people listening, please just give me a second to go through the whole thing. Okay.
Go off, King.
So basically, okay. I'm just gonna say one word and then tell me if you could feel like if you could feel where I'm gonna go with this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Breeding.
Wait.
Do you feel like?
Could you just whisper it to me? Could we at least allow the audience to see my reaction?
Okay. We're gonna put the mics.
I mean, okay, so
Do you get what I'm saying?
can I just say it?
Yeah. Now you say it.
So Brandon's theory was that
I was young. Okay. This is. I barely learned about the
this
flower
is something
thing.
that isn't necessarily wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Say it. I feel like it's fucked up, but I don't feel like it's
Brandon
like
said
I don't know.
that slave
This
owners
is gonna cancel me one day.
slave owners would sort
I
of
feel like it's not that bad.
selectively breed their slaves, which is it.
Is
that is a thing that happens.
Is that true? I feel like I know I didn't read it, but this was because a lot of the kids were like, oh yeah, they're faster and stronger and stuff, and I was like, is that what they did?
Yeah, kind of. But you know what though? I thought of.
I mean, you can do that with people. You could do that with any living creature.
You know what's kind of cool though? That makes me realize that if slavery had never ended, I might still be fine. Because they'd be like, oh, he's short. He's like short and fat. You can go like run a business or whatever you do.
You wouldn't be able to run a business.
I don't know what else do you do.
You wouldn't own anything. You can't own a business.
But if you're not a slave, what else would you do?
This is like the worst podcast.
I want to say I went on Ancestry.
We're really like 10 minutes in.
I went on Ancestry. We tracked down my family all the way to
gonna flag us.
All the way to Missouri.
We're gonna get flagged.
And the first free member of my family was born a slave and died running a business. So maybe that could have been me.
That's cool.
Because
you feel like that's like a bad take though?
Yeah.
You feel like it's a bad take?
Yeah.
Well, why though?
Because
it's not like I still genuinely believe it, but I
selective that type of selective breeding wouldn't happen that quickly.
Yeah, it would take hundreds of years.
No, more than that.
But how do they do that? Oh, it's because dogs.
Because dogs are most dogs come from the same few species, and they evolve very, very slight differences to adapt to their environment and to adapt to the roles that they fill in a society.
I think it's mainly because humans live longer than dogs.
You're talking about it on a macro level.
We live for decades. You would want generations to go by. One human can raise at least 5 or 10 generations of dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
So in order for that to be an actual thing, kind of shitting on 16-year-old me, there'd have to be kind of super being that lives for multiple human generations. That's the only way that would be an actual thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So there it is.
We're not gonna
fuck you, 16-year-old me.
We're not allowing Brandon to be canceled.
Yeah,
I won't let that happen.
I'm just telling you what I thought when I was 16. I'm 26 now. That's 10 years ago.
See, this is why we had this conversation a long time ago.
It's kind of a bad take, and I accept that.
We were talking about who was more likely to be canceled, and you said it was me.
I still believe it's you.
This is why I'm saying it's you, because that's a very innocuous thing, like what you said, but a lot more cancelable than anything I've said on here.
I don't think that's true.
What's the worst thing I've said on here?
I think 80% of what
I did say a couple slurs.
80% of what you say is cancelable. I feel like I always am thinking of what I'm gonna say before I do, so I don't. And you don't. You just say it.
Oh, that's a good point. See, Jamie brings up the fact that the fact that you say it after thinking actually makes it worse. Whereas I'm shooting from the hip.
But me saying it is this one time though.
This is that's a good point.
It's literally this one time. And the worst thing I say is I want to be the dictator world and I want robots to police everybody.
That's pretty bad.
But But that's obviously never gonna happen.
Okay,
Like, I'm never gonna be the dictator of the world. I'm not a
my-
white guy or a Chinese guy.
Other than the slurs I've said,
Hmm.
what's like the worst thing?
I
I've
mean,
said on
you've
here?
said like, oh, we should eat this guy or murder this guy or cut this
But
guy
that's
in
not gonna
half.
happen either.
Or you said things like, oh, like we should like tell everybody that this guy ate kids and this guy. I mean, that's like about what you like mainly talk about. Is kind of like extreme things.
yeah, but what if it's
Like-
true?
What if what's true?
Like, what if I don't know? What if Chrissy Teigen did eat a baby? They'd be like, oh, Jonathan's a fucking genius, and he's brave for telling the truth.
You're talking about like Alex Jones. That's like some Alex
Yeah.
Jones type shit.
We could be.
This
the
is
new
our
Alex
worst
Jones.
podcast.
No, there was one where I was very sad, and I think you were very tired, and we were both just like limping through it. This one I think is good. It's a nice like chaotic energy. That
Look,
we
I
have.
just want you guys to know I don't think that now, but I did think that in the past. And it wasn't based off anything, and I didn't really have like any animosity towards anybody. That's why I feel like it's not really a cancelable thing. It was just like kind of like what's the term? It's like not
foolish,
no
misguided.
It's like something food for thought, something like that. I forget I need to read more books. I always say this. I have so many books right there, and I should start reading them.
You know, speaking of books,
Oh, yeah, speaking of books. Yeah.
we finally got the situation resolved. I brought Brandon his book back, the one we talked about last episode.
And you know what? I gave him his book back out of
Yeah.
honor.
Yeah.
And we've made up. That's why we're in such a dark place right now.
Can I say, ask Jamie, what should we talk about now? College
Athletes.
athletes can now make money. That's cool.
What's going on there? You know about this? Should I read?
Yeah, basically there used to be rules in the NCAA where
Well, they can't be sponsored and stuff, right?
yeah, like athletes couldn't be sponsored, they couldn't get like money from their name and shit like that. And that's being lifted apparently. That's good. That's fucked up that was like a thing. Why? Like, what is the reasoning behind that? What would be the like every justification?
I think it's because they were still in school.
Yeah, but like every justification I've heard of it is like this very circular thing where it's like, well, they can't do that because they're not professional. But
They're like on TV and
yeah,
like
but the
hundreds
thing
of
is, like,
thousands of people are tuning
professional just means like you make money for doing something. So it's like they can't do it because they're professional. They're not professional, but they're also not professional.
in. But that means a lot of these colleges are potentially could get more money because then wouldn't sponsorships and shit start happening for those games and
Maybe.
for those players. Oh, also potentially they might lose money, but who would be paying the players? The colleges? Because you're doing a sport for the college.
I think it's more.
That's complicated.
I think it's more related to like sponsorships, not the actual schools paying them, which I think they should do that too. But I think this is more like if Nike wants to give them a deal or
what's
something.
the question,
like that.
Jamie? What's going
Nathan has Jamie has a question.
What's going on?
Most of those athletes are sponsored by the college.
Mhm.
That's why they don't have to pay tuition. So they're getting a free education. So it's like, you. But a lot of college sports bring in a lot of money to the school because they're televised. So like they'll be on the networks and a bunch of people.
Oh, I feel like there might be some loopholes, and then they're gonna fuck over those college players. At the
Yeah,
end.
probably.
That what she said was basically then since the a lot of those players are getting like they're getting like full rides and shit
Mhm.
to play for them so that they can make money off the students. If they have to start paying them, then they might do some shit to like low key fuck them over on the back end. But is this is this for private schools? Is this for like it's just every college?
I think just
Like,
any like state college and university.
That's cool. That's really cool. If you can be a pro like sport player, was that even a word?
Pro athlete.
Pro athlete. There we go. I said sport player.
Sport player.
It suck my ass. Yeah, I'm a nerd. So what?
What's your
Bro,
question?
a big sport guy. What kind of big sport guy and what big sport would you be good at?
Baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah.
You know,
I actually was not allowed to play baseball in high school because
you're so thick.
because my grades were really fucking bad.
I was actually in the same boat. They really wanted me to play baseball because I could really run really fast and I got long monkey arms.
You do have long monkey
Yeah, and
arms.
they thought I could catch really well, and I could catch a ball really well. Catch some balls.
I just think it would be cool to be a baseball player because no one recognizes you.
And then also like the baseball uniforms, just fucking they look good.
Yeah, show off your yeeks.
Your ass, your calves. Like I mean, you would have gotten all the bitches in high school.
Yeah, shout out to fucking. I mean, more than anything, honestly, it's just because you make like millions of dollars, but no one knows what you look like. So you can just live like a normal person.
Yeah, not really. A lot of people know like MLB players like that.
Yeah, like everyone knows what fucking LeBron looks like. But if I showed you a picture of Mike Trout, you'd be like, "Oh, it's some white."
Or was that? There's a guy named Fish or something, right? It's like Fish. He's a Dodger. I don't know.
No, that's a type of
Is it Pete?
aquatic
Is it
animal.
Petey, Tito. Can't remember. I don't know. But I think if I were to do it, I would be a basketball player.
Why?
Because I feel like basketball players are like the coolest ones.
Yeah.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
I don't know. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
You good?
Pete TD.
Pete TD.
What were you trying to get at?
It was he's a fucking baseball player for the Dodgers. Can't remember his name. It's like Pete Buddy or Booty or something.
Mookie?
No, he has like long hair. He's like I think he's like Pacific Islander or something.
This sucks.
Yeah, you're not good at this stuff.
No, I'm good at this.
Nah, you suck. What are you good at?
A lot of things.
Name it.
I'm a pretty good writer.
Riding dick.
Fuck. I have to like resign now. You have to replace me. You owned me too viciously, and now I have to be replaced.
Can we even like let's say if we were getting like really good views on these videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we monetize these videos?
Yeah.
I don't think we can. You said the egro word like 5 times at the minimum. You definitely said it more than that.
Wait, which one?
Egro?
I think it's fine because I'm black. I think it would be different if it was like a like non-black person saying it, but I think because it's me, it'll mostly be fine. Now, there was one episode where I did say an Asian slur.
Was it
Not
gook?
using it. No, it was the really bad one.
Damn, I was trying to bait you into fucking saying
It's the really, really bad one.
Which one?
That has to do with a manner of closing pants. Yeah.
Involves zippers.
And also your cranium.
Yeah. Cranium. Shut up, Jimmy.
So
Neutron, bitch.
I did like say that, but I didn't use it. It wasn't like I was like referring to a Vietnamese person as that
Oh,
slur.
Vietnamese people now.
It is specifically directed towards Vietnamese
That's
people.
crazy. That's crazy.
And you guys can guess what it is, you know?
You're putting it in their heads now. Some of these people might have trauma based off that word, and you're just putting it.
There's like some dude from fucking like Saigon who's like 70 years old listening to this. He's like remembering the time that like the U.S.
It's like that one fucking meme with the dog when they put the cookies in front of him. He just stares off, and they play the Vietnam flashback.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're doing to some poor man
I'm sorry.
and or woman.
Yeah, do you think there's a lot of like North Vietnamese people listening to this right now?
I don't know, but we'll check the analytics.
I think if they're younger, it's fine. I don't think they're like old enough to remember that.
That's not good.
If you were, alive in the late 60s, early 70s, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But was that term used there?
I don't know, honestly.
Because I know, it's an English term, so, they would have to speak English.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know why they would even... If they don't speak English, I don't know why they would even be listening to this. And...
That's a fair assessment.
They'd also have to be, 50 or something.
If you could be in a war, what war would you be in? Just asking the real questions here.
I guess, Fuck.
What's the coolest fucking war to you, dude?
I mean, World War II is a good one because it was, the last time where we were,
Would you, hunt Nazis with the Red Army?
I mean, probably not, but if I had to be in a war, I would do that.
You pick World War II?
Yeah, because it was the last time we were in a war where we were unequivocally the good guy, or at least part of the.
Everybody's the good guy if you're against Nazis.
Yeah, if you're against the fucking Axis powers, yeah, everyone's.
Good, they're straight up it's straight up like villainy, it's like. No, it really is.
It's a funny thing.
What's wrong with you?
No, it's true. It's just it was a funny like the way you said it, it was like, bro, you know, a lot of people are gonna get mad about this, but dude, the Nazis, they were pretty bad. Those guys suck, dude.
Those guys did suck. No, I mean, like, it's like the fact that, like, in wars and, like, in real life with politics and shit, everybody's shitty.
Yeah.
Everybody, both sides. But, like, that was the one time, God damn it, it was one of the few times where, like, they're just straight up, like fucking movie villains. Like, they're just fucking evil. Just bad. Like, hey, let's fucking murder all of this one race and then all these other kind of side races and then just try and fucking, like, take over the fucking world. Like, that's straight up what they wanted to do.
What was the plan for that?
Take over the world.
No, but I mean,
there's not enough.
You know,
Germany's
obviously there was Germany, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it makes sense. Like, you have, like, the Vitesse Ren in Hungary, who I would assume Germans would consider Hungarian people probably part of the same race. But also you had, like, Imperial Japan and, like, Italy under Mussolini.
Spider.
Spain, Croatia, like, countries that would not be considered white. Like, if they had won, what would be the plan for them?
I don't know. I think the Germans didn't realize that they didn't have enough Germans. Isn't Germany, like, the size of, like, California? Or at least not as big as Texas.
Probably.
It's not big.
Yeah, it's not a big country.
How are you going to take over a whole planet and with one race if your fucking country's tiny? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
See, I need to, like, research more because I don't know if that was their plan.
They probably looked into cloning, I feel like.
Yeah, they definitely did.
They definitely did.
Yeah.
Like, if they could just clone hundreds of millions of, like, German soldiers, just like...
Mengele was definitely into cloning. He was also trying to breed chimp-human hybrids.
That's the word of the word of the day is breeding.
Yeah.
Chimp human. Oh, I remember that. Or he was trying to sew. He was like sewing. Like he would cut
sewing twins together.
Yeah, sewing twins
like,
together. See if they would.
Just really like really horrifying.
Yeah.
Shit.
So evil.
Yeah.
And then fucking, the Nazis are like, oh, it's fucking cool.
Yeah. Also research like the Stasi in Croatia. They were like Catholic fascists.
Did you watch that one movie? Well, I think it came out like 2 years ago. It was about World War II, and it was about the Nazis occupying this small town. But like under the town, there's like this weird goo that has like weird properties, and basically they turned it into like a super soldier serum. But when they would put it into themselves, they would like kind of like twist up and become like deformed, but like be super strong.
No, what?
It's like fucking like horrifying.
Is this about meth? The Nazis loved meth.
It's not even like cartoony or anything. It is like fucking like one of the guys that got it. It was like one of the good guys, and he got shot, and they're like, "Oh shit, he died," and they're like, "Fuck, that was the homie." Blah 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 blah, and he got back up, and then
it's a fucking Nazi era German
fuck,
military general. He's like, "Oh no, my homie got."
And then basically the guy's like his neck came out. It was really cool. It's a really cool movie. I really enjoyed it. It was really the opening sequence was actually the U.S. jumping out of planes and like flying through, and then like they were like the Nazis were bombing upwards, and like the planes were going. I think it was the final part of the war where they were trying to take Berlin.
Yeah, but they were actually like liberating the camps.
You follow like the small squad, like they had to like open that town up for like the rest of the fucking everybody to go through. Mm-hmm. But then in that town was where like the super soldier shit was. It's actually a really cool movie, and I don't know why nobody talks about it.
Now,
like, I saw a clip of it on Twitter the other day, and just like unlocked that memory I had from like 3 years ago.
I'll have to watch it. But also, you have to tell me, what war would you want to be in?
What war would I want to be in? I don't think I'd want to be in a war with guns. Probably a war with like swords and bows and shit. Maybe like
you want to be like a medieval war.
Yeah, like maybe I'd be like a Templar or some shit.
Well, I think like it's weird that like before, like at a certain point in history, like the way that you would do war is like two armies would like meet at a spot and line up and then just shoot at each other from like 100 feet away.
Yeah,
that's so weird to me. Like you're basically doing like Red Rover, but with fucking muskets.
Yeah, that shit was real stupid.
Why?
Yeah, that.
How did no one? That's what's like.
That warfare was really dumb because they were still trying to do the the do battle thing with swords and bows and shit, but they were still in the transitioning period, so like let's all line up and shoot each other. Like that is the dumbest shit. But you know, they were still figuring out guns, like having guns and stuff like that, like in a war was still very new. Before it would be like, oh, there'd be some guys with guns, but you still have guys with like swords and shit. But it got to a certain point where
guy with
everybody
a bag of rocks.
Yeah, but it got to a point where everybody had guns, and then they didn't really know how to do war like that.
Why was there a drummer and a horn player?
Just to get people going.
It's just to get them pumped up. That was like the
Hey,
equivalent.
who fucking shot the drummer? Like on both sides. Like, don't fucking do that. We need the vibes.
The 1700s equivalent of "Don't Stop Believin'."
Yeah, exactly.
Was just a dude with a snare drum, just playing taps.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't get shot. I think it was like fucked, like a rule of war not to shoot the music guys. Like on both sides, like you don't shoot them. Like that's
So
kind of.
you would be like
why would you?
I
shoot
feel
him?
like you would
He literally
wanna-
is walking into a battle with drums. Like why would you shoot that
You would
guy?
want to be.
I feel like it's the
I
safest.
feel like
to be
you
that
would
guy.
want to be in like the fucking Peloponnesian War or some shit. Like you would want to be in a war of.
I think I'd want to
antiquity.
be like if I were being completely honest, I'd probably want to be like a Spartan or something.
I respect that.
You know, just to see what that life is like.
Awful.
Like it, I know it's terrible, like completely terrible. I would probably die because like I just don't got genetics like that. I would most likely just die.
No, I think you'd be fine. Cause also,
No, I was born very tiny. I had to do a lot of extreme things just to get muscle on my body.
yeah, but at the same time, like you have to consider, everyone born at that time was like 5'3". Half of the people died of like diarrhea. Like 60% of people at the time just died.
Let's
from,
just
like,
say I skipped ahead to being 16 and had all the memories of being a Spartan,
exactly.
and then I could take back the armor and stuff with me. That would be ideal. I'd want to
Right.
be a Spartan.
Jamie, what about you? What war would you want to be
I don't
in?
think Jamie really likes wars.
I heard she loves war.
What kind of war?
I heard you love war
Okay,
and killing
a
and
war
violence.
with guns or a war with like bows and arrows and stuff. I feel like you're more a bow and arrow kind of gal. Yeah, so she would be like a Robin Hood.
I respect that.
A war against.
Oh, Brandon has
That
been
doesn't make sense.
canceled.
That's a story from like England.
Yeah,
Where's
it
the
is.
connection? Ah, you're reaching there, Jamie. Sorry.
Yeah, Jamie, you're fucking canceled.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Even
No, I
the-
was saying that because the Green Arrow. I was saying that because the Green Arrow.
you have to make sure in editing to like put the volume up when she talks so everyone can.
I don't think it's
hear.
gonna get. I tried last time and it was very hard.
No,
We gotta
just
get.
know
We gotta
she's
get
saying
Jamie and
awful
Mike.
shit.
Yeah, she was just saying racist shit to me. That's basically why this guy says it all the time.
Yeah, she's prompting me.
I don't know what that means.
We
just,
should actually go through with the idea I had last time,
which was
where we have like whenever, like sometimes there's other people, but it's usually like our standard audience or whatever is Jamie and Nathan. We should have a camera on them. Holy shit! I hope that fucking picked up.
Ooh.
But we should have a
Usually,
thing.
you've been doing that a lot less.
Yeah.
To be fair.
We should have a thing where there's a camera pointing at them, and then every time I say something
You
that
just hate
upsets
me.
them. Why?
No, keep going. Keep going.
Every time like
Yeah,
I
my
say
bad, my
something
bad.
that upsets them,
Mm-hmm.
we could like have like in the corner, like just in like a little like clip of them like glaring at me.
Maybe when we get an editor, we can do
All right.
something like that.
Well, I'm just saying like we could just
I have ideas and stuff like that too, but like that stuff takes so much time.
we should have a foot cam.
It takes a. What?
Sound off in the comments. Would you guys like it if we had a foot cam?
I think we need to
for
start
each
like
of us?
reaching out to other podcasters or like I think like doing the whole collab thing kind of sucks because you and me are like, do you feel like you're good at socializing like with
A little bit.
with new people?
It depends on the context, but
Like let's say for example like another podcast like Duo or whatever reaches out to us and they're like, hey, let's do a thing together. Like, you just down to do that?
yeah, probably.
I mean, I know I would be down because like of the opportunity.
You'd
but,
just
like,
be nervous.
I would be nervous. Like I'm just being like on. If you guys who are gonna eventually reach out like are watching this.
If you ever DM Brandon, he will shake and cry and
No.
throw up.
I would be very excited and happy, but like meeting you guys, whoever you are in person, would like I definitely be nervous. Like I'm very nervous around new people, and I hate it. I can't really like. I was much better before when I was like going out and like partying and stuff like that in my youth, in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But that's life.
We should go on Joe Rogan. Can we just like walk in?
I don't think we can, man. He has like literally a list of people that want to get on.
What if I ask him? What if I like say please?
I don't know.
What if I offer to
you like call him a caveman like every other episode?
I don't call him a
I
caveman.
was gonna take some of this thinking it was mine.
You can drink some. I don't care.
Do you have like any of the
bad diseases?
The bad things going on there?
Not the bad ones.
You sure? I saw your phone.
Not the real bad ones.
Okay. Not the real bad ones?
Yeah.
Just some of the like I can get
the more mild ones.
I can take some medicine. I'll be cool after a week.
2 weeks, but that's
okay.
fine. Take a sip.
I need some sugar.
Anyway, yeah, we're pro war here.
I was asking for a kiss. What the hell?
Not on camera.
Not on camera.
Yeah, we should. So what I'm saying is we should have a foot cam. We could have
my
like,
feet.
both of our feet. We could both wear like every episode we record. We both wear open toe shoes.
Looking at her feet kind of just reminds me of the opening sequence of Shrek, but without the music.
Why?
Just like Lego shit and like mud puddles and like dirt and tree frogs, like that whole vibe. This is my swamp.
Why is that?
I feel like we don't got the best feet, man.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
I do got a lot of redeeming qualities.
Me too.
But I don't think my feet's one of them.
Yeah, my feet are definitely not one of my redeeming qualities.
I feel like women have nice feet generally.
Yeah.
Generally, because they like take care of them and stuff. I feel like,
but we're discussing.
I feel like we should normalize that for guys. Like
Yeah.
guys out there, if you guys want to get pedicures, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, stop being fucking gross like me and Brandon.
Mainly him. I think I should
Do you think you have worse feet than me or better feet?
I forget to cut my toenails, but like there's nothing really bad about them.
I do too.
I'm on my feet a lot because of work, so I think I have like calluses on like like I forget what this thing's called. Like it's like this part, but on your foot. Does that make sense? It's like this. It's like this part, but your foot.
Just imagine it, like
I had a friend.
What do you think? Like the people who are just listening.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm so sorry about you guys.
It's the little ball part under your index finger.
You know how like just imagine your feet, right? Okay, everybody's listening. Grab your foot, right? And you have the big ball one in the back. That's your heel, okay? But then you got the second like ball one that's like at the base of your big toe. I'm talking about that thing. just for reference.
Doing great.
Yeah, we're doing great here.
We should, for the episode art, we'll have a diagram of the human foot.
Oh, it could be both of it. Let's just like do a thing like this. Let's kind of go back that way, and just go like.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have it like up here.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
No,
it would be like a
in between us.
5 years late episode directed by Quentin Tarantino.
So let's do this. Do the thing so I can screenshot it. Okay, good. We're good. That's a screenshot right there.
I respect Quentin Tarantino for being so blatant about his foot thing. Like, have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, I've been. Oh, is that one movie? Is that one movie you guys watched without me?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Me and Jamie saw it, but it was because you were doing something. I think you were working.
Yeah, I was working. I said I wanted to go.
Yeah, but so there's a lot of very gratuitous.
I suffer from FOMO.
There's a lot of very, very gratuitous foot shots in that movie.
That's hot.
Like even for Quentin Tarantino.
That's hot.
And I respect that. I respect him for being so
open.
open.
Feet things are cool, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I was told the other day that a shit ton of people have foot fetishes.
Yeah, I feel like
that is some kind of brain thing. I'm gonna look into that more, and
I
I'm
would
gonna
think
give
that's
you guys all
probably
the facts
one of the
on
most common fetishes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the science part of that and really let's just look it up just before the podcast.
Wait, I have a question actually. While you're looking that up, how does one define a fetish? Like, what is the line between just normal sexual desire and a fetish?
I feel like there's a better conversation.
How do we define that?
Like a fetish? I guess like what's normal to the majority and what's not normal to the majority. Like
okay,
like because like at some point like feet like saying like oh he has a foot fetish was a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like in our younger days, like it's like oh he has a foot fetish, ew, it's weird. But like now it's like shit happens.
I feel like
see it's becoming normalized.
I might be making this up, but I feel like there was a point in our like childhood, like not childhood, but like sort of like tween to like early teens, where it was considered like dirty to like eat pussy. Was that a thing?
That was not.
Or was that exclusive to like?
That was maybe like your clique or whatever.
Because I feel like there was a conversation.
Damn, your clique's like Batman.
No, I forgot what fucking song
you
it
know
was.
Batman doesn't eat pussy.
I mean, he probably doesn't.
No, it's cause there's a tweet from one of the writers of this you know who Harley Quinn is, right?
The
Joker's girl.
Mm.
So she has a cartoon show, and like, you know, it's like about like the villains and stuff, and like they get in a lot of funny situations and shit. But then one of the things was they were gonna open one of the episodes with Batman going down on Catwoman. And then there was a bunch of other funny stuff that happened later. But then DC told the writers to not do that because they can't have Batman doing that. And
Why?
They're like, why? Batman doesn't go down on Catwoman. He doesn't think about like making her feel good. And they're like, no, it's not that. It's because we're trying to sell Batman as like a heroic figure and to little kids.
It's not heroic to eat pussy.
Yeah. It's not heroic like to make your girl feel good. And then so there was a shit ton of memes on the internet about Batman. But then Zack Snyder, one of the director for like Justice League and stuff, he put a picture from one of the older comics from like the 90s of just like, it's like imagine Catwoman laying down and then Batman like laying face down on her. But like it's like the shot is from behind her head, like at like head level.
Oh,
I said that weird.
I think I can get the visual.
At low level, so then you kind of see the top of her head and then Batman going down on her.
Respect.
But like from a low angle, because you can tell that's what he's doing, but you're not like actually.
You don't actually see.
Yeah, but you see that's what he's doing.
What if Marvel responds with like an ass eating scene?
Like, oh, fucking Spider-Man eats pussy. Eat better than Batman. Buy the comics.
I feel like this. See, this happens. I remember this like a sort of similar discourse took place when DJ Khaled said he doesn't eat pussy.
I hate
where
that.
men on Twitter got on Twitter and like just were like being very like they like needed people to know that they eat pussy. And it I don't know. It just seems, it always, to me, it's like...
It just seems like courteous.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, the thing of tweeting
It's
about
like
it...
courtesy.
I feel like it's, like, being, like...
It's like opening the door for someone.
Like, please
You just gotta
DM...
do it.
I feel like it's, like, a ploy. Like, whenever I see guys, like, tweeting about it.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I feel like they're trying to get, like, points for that, if that makes sense.
Oh, like girls are, like, seeing them say it?
Yeah.
And so the girls can be like, oh, yeah, I like him. He does that.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they're maybe trying to, like... I think this is all a psyop.
A psyop.
I think like the DJ Khaled thing and the Batman thing, it was a psyop, so that men would have an excuse to like say that they eat pussy online.
It was just all planned. Is that what you're saying?
This is all a plot. It's all connected.
Well, I think this was one of the weirdest podcasts we've had in a while. It is definitely a little
sporadic and unplanned,
a little chaotic,
fucked up,
a little crazy, a little unorthodox. And I just want to say, guys, thank you for joining us on this beautiful day here. And
Brandon's being told to check his phone.
Oh, here we go. And then real quick, just for everybody who wants to know what a fetish is, like the literal definition here, I'm going to read it out loud. And hopefully I don't stutter or anything. And with putting pressure on myself, it might make me stutter. No, I got it. Don't worry. A fetish involves arousal to an inanimate object or specific target, says Dr. Ashton. Usually a body part that's not a genital or an object, as opposed to a preference for something, like clean sheets or chocolate ice cream. A fetish has a stronger sexual connection to sexual arousal. Makes sense.
Okay.
So it's like...
Yeah.
It's like to non-sexual things.
All right.
Like a hand fetish, I guess. Or like an ear fetish.
I feel like a lot of women have that. Hand fetish.
For like guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Were we signing off?
We're signing off right now, and then it's just, this is how it is. This podcast is fucking weird, man, and we just want to say thank you guys for staying on this.
Thanks for sticking through it.
God bless you. We were trying real hard just to go through it. I think this was the podcast that we were talking about was gonna be how last podcast was, But then last podcast actually turned out to be very.
Yeah, it was
like,
pretty
It
structured.
was pretty good. So like this one was like the more chaotic one. It just kind of went all over the place. But thank you guys for listening. I'm Brandon. This is Jonathan. Catch us up on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram. We post clips twice a week on Instagram, and we're gonna try getting those clips on TikTok. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Kill me.